What do you think discipline is? Because for me, I thought for the longest it was doing hard brute things like waking up at 3 a.m. and doing 100 push-ups, taking an extremely cold shower, and then working hard for your dreams no matter what, no matter how you felt, never taking any days off. That's what that discipline was. And I've tried it for so long, but every time I tried discipline that way, I would burn out. And I hated it. I couldn't understand why until I learned what discipline truly is. And when I learned that and built that discipline in a more sustainable way, I started being more disciplined in my health and improved it. I stayed disciplined in my business and got clients. And I stayed disciplined in my YouTube and continued posting and posting for 3 years. I'm still posting now, even though in the very beginning, I was barely getting any views. Once I learned the truth behind discipline and what it truly is and how to build it, my life changed. And now I want the same for you. I want to show you what discipline truly is so that you can start maximizing it and start achieving everything you want to achieve today. So what is discipline? Is it a skill, a character trait, or something else entirely? Well, to help you understand what discipline is, we've got to get a little bit political and talk about voting. Years ago, back in college, I was reading a book called Atomic Habits. I highly recommend this book to anybody because this book was the foundation for everything that changed in my life. But anyway, I'm reading that book and I come to this one section where he's talking about voting. And not voting for like politicians, but voting for your identity. So James Clear, the author of this book, he said that every action you take is a vote to your subconscious of the person you are, of your identity. So for example, gamers aren't born with the identity of gamers. They vote for that identity because they play the game so much. And every single time they decide to play the game, they play it, they place a vote to the subconscious that says, I am a gamer. And the more they do this over and over and over again, the more votes they give, I'm a gamer, I'm a gamer, I am a gamer. The subconscious takes that, they tally up the votes and say, okay, I've got 500 votes of them as a gamer. They're a gamer. Boom. Now their identity has shifted and they're a gamer. And it was in that moment when I read that concept that I realized if I want to be a disciplined person, I've got to put more votes in as a disciplined person. But my only dilemma was how? How do I give myself vote after vote after vote of me being disciplined? But every single time I tried to be disciplined, it burnt me out. I was struggling to build the identity of a disciplined person, and I didn't know why until I realized I was simply going about building the discipline and putting in those votes the wrong way. So I shifted over to building discipline the right way. And once I started doing it the right way, my discipline started building, things in my life started changing, and now I am here. I'm here. And I'm going far in life. And I'm going to share what I did so that you can build discipline the right way too and see the changes you want to happen in your life finally happen. But first, if you don't know who I am, my name is Faith. And my entire goal with this page is to help you reach your goals and change your life. Now, if you're ready for that, if you want to stop wasting your potential and become the version of you know you can be, and you need some guidance and accountability along the way, I want you to go down to the first link in my description, click that, and I will see you there to help you along your way. One thing about me is that I don't like taking out the trash. Not like the trash in the kitchen. Like, I'll take the bag out and throw it out in the big bin, but it's that bin that you roll out for the dumpster truck to come get. I don't like touching that, and I don't. Like, I'm a woman. I'm just gonna get a man to do it for me. And men always do it for me, so I don't have to do it. But one day, I was going outside for my walk, and I saw the garbage bin had already been emptied, and it just needed to be taken back. And I didn't want to do it. I didn't. It would have been so easy for me to walk past and just let a man do it for me. But instead, I went up to the garbage bin. I grabbed it with both hands. I'm kind of like gagging because I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. I grab that thing, tip it back, and I pull it back to the side of the house. I put it up, and immediately I go into the house to go clean my hands. And as I'm washing my hands and I got the soap, I look up in the mirror and I smile at myself because I know what I just did. I just placed another vote for my discipline. And I know my identity is solidifying in that even more. And the only reason I know that what I did placed a vote for my discipline is because I understand that discipline truly is doing things you don't feel like doing. And because I didn't feel like taking that garbage bin back, I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want to do anything with it, but I did it anyway. I just proved to myself that I'm the person who does things even if I have resistance to it. And that's what you gotta start doing. You gotta start doing things you don't feel like doing, but that doesn't mean you gotta do hard things. You can do smaller things because those count as well, because it's not all that matters with discipline is that you have resistance to doing something, but you break through that resistance. Doesn't matter if it's big or small. It doesn't. All that matters is if you have the resistance and you overcome it. So that could be, for you, building discipline could look like cleaning your bed, making your room clean, flossing your teeth, getting gas when you see your car is getting low instead of saying, oh, I'll get it later. Washing your dishes as soon as you're done. Most of the things I'm telling you to do are chores, because who really wants to do chores? Not many people. We don't feel like doing it. But it's the person who does those things that gets more discipline. And the beautiful thing about this is, these are small daily occurrences. You're gonna have to wash your dishes every day. You're gonna have to clean your bed every day. You're gonna have to do something you don't want to do. There's so many small things throughout your day you can do. And so you can get vote after vote after vote for your discipline every single day. Instead of looking for these big things that only give you one vote, you can go all in on small things to get multiple votes coming in. And when you do that, your discipline identity will build 10 times faster. And you'll start noticing it's easier for you to do other things you normally feel resistance to, because you're constantly giving that vote to your conscience that you're disciplined. And that is going to level up and translate to other areas of your life. Do you think I'm naturally disciplined to wake up at 4:30? It's 5:58 right now. Do you think I'm naturally that disciplined to wake up and record videos for 2 hours? I'm not. But I got there because I started building my discipline by doing 3 things. Keeping my carpet clean, filling my water Brita filter, and no, it was only 2 things. That's all I did. In the very beginning, that's all I did. And it was hard because I didn't feel like doing it. They were so small, I didn't want to do it, but I made myself do it, and now here I am. That's how I built my discipline, and that's how you're gonna build yours. Now I want you to imagine all the things you could accomplish when you strengthen up your discipline level. And don't you want to achieve more in life? I know you do. Otherwise, you will not be here. You have greatness inside of you. There is nobody like you. There's nobody who has what you have. But the only way you're gonna push up what you have to the world and create a life of abundance and prosperity and joy is by leveling up your discipline, because it takes discipline to achieve more. But the only problem is people don't know how to build that discipline, because they think that to build it, they gotta do hard things, but then they burn out. They don't put in the vote. They don't get those votes they need, and so nothing changes. But if you can change from what most people are trying to do, and instead look at the small things in life and focus only on that, the big will take care of itself. Because the only way to get to the big is to start with the small. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm not rambling, but I just want you to really understand that that is truly the key to building discipline. And if you try this, you will know that your discipline improving. Or you can be like the average person. The average person, they're not going to build a discipline. They're not going to start with the small things. If they do try to build discipline, they're going to go about it like they see on mainstream, and they're going to try to do some hard stuff that's going to burn them out. And they're going to say, oh, this is all hocus pocus, this doesn't work. And then they're going to continue living a life they're not happy by. Do you want that? Do you truly want to be average? Because I don't. I'm scared of being average. That's why I show up and work hard for myself and what I want. That's why I'm focused. That's why I do these things. That's why I live my life different. I don't do what the average person does. I live my life different. And if you want to achieve greatness and be the shining light for other people and live a life you're happy by, that fulfills you, you've got to do things differently too. And this is one of those things. Prioritize the small things in life that will give you the results you want. Prioritize making sure you clean your dishes when you're done. Prioritize eating the bed on time. Prioritize making sure your room is clean. These small things, because that will give you the results you need for the discipline you need to get everything you want. Now, if you got this far, you're hyped because you're like, okay, this makes sense. I'm going to start building my discipline. But you know, within a few days, you're going to fall off because you don't have that accountability. You don't have that inner drive. It's just hard for you. It's easier for you to get motivation from these videos, but it's hard for you to take action on it. Then I want you to go down to the first link in my description, because I'm going to help you out. I'm going to be your right-hand partner and help you achieve the goals you want to achieve and become the person you want to be. But ultimately, you've got this, and I believe in you.